Before we dive into the landfill of weirdness this week, the website is back, baby.
You mean the glorious return of gildedtrash.com?
Exactly. The digital dumpster fire has been rebuilt and it is live. You can find all of our socials, binge our YouTube, and send us messages. Yes, even your weird uncle's ghost story. And of course, links to our merch.
Which means if you've been dying to wear our logo on your chest, like some of you have, I know, drink coffee out of one of our mugs, use one of our beer koozies, or class up your desk with a Stay Trashy sticker, now's your chance.
Yep, and the best part, no more is the site down again. It's up, it's working, and it is your one-stop shop for all things trashy.
So that is gildedtrash.com. Go check it out before the squonk cries another river.
Lanterns low, thunder rolls. Scott and Atlanta hit the road. Dirt roads dark, moonlight hides. Sasquatch prints by the riverside.
Medicare parts A and B. Medicare parts A and B. That's my new favorite song. Medicare parts A and B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you are.
Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the Gilded Trash podcast. Halloween edition. Halloween. Samhain.
You said it right.
Yeah, I always... What? Samhain.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were saying, but...
I know. Well, it's spelled Samhain.
No, I know. Well, Glenn Danzig, his band after the Misfits was called Samhain. Well, it was called Samhain, but that's what everybody called it, though, because, metalheads have no clue. So they were like, Samhain. You like Samhain, man? I was like, who's this Sam guy?
I used to love Danzig. I haven't listened to them in a long time, but...
Yeah, so in between Danzig and Misfits, there was a band called Samhain where Glenn Danzig was the singer, so...
Interesting little tidbit.
Yeah, they have some songs. I got a feel. I love... The Misfits are, probably one of the... They used to only do, shows on Halloween. It's like a whole legendary, thing around the Misfits and Halloween and stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah, very scary stuff.
Were they doing satanic rituals?
They might have been, knowing Glenn Dan now.
So when I think of him, I go back to the old rumor from the 90s that he's the bastard child of Jim Morrison.
You know where that comes from? Because they both sing like, ah. You know what I mean? They both sing like that.
Yes, but however, his mom was allegedly the woman who Jim Morrison did that fake wedding, the blood ritual wedding.
I don't know that there's any truth to that, though.
I don't know either.
If I vaguely remember, I've dug into this, and I think it's pretty foolproof that Glenn Danzig's not the child of Jim Morrison.
It's a fun rumor. It was fun in the 90s.
I love those rumors. It's right up there with Marilyn Manson and his rib removal in heavy metal lore.
Is it true? I mean,
What's that?
at least I said, is it true? We don't know.
That's what they say.
At least it's not the, what's his name? The hamster rumors.
The what?
Richard Gere hamster rumors.
Oh, yeah, gerbil. It was a gerbil.
Oh, gerbil. Sorry.
Big
There's a
difference.
difference.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't have different names if there wasn't.
They look the same to me.
They're both little rodent creatures.
They're cute, though.
There's something, especially when you put them up your booper. No,
Hopefully you do not know.
do you remember? There's a South Park where it's like Lemmy Winks is the gerbil inside Richard Gere. And they have a song and everything. It's like, Lemmy Winks, Lemmy Winks. It's like this whole thing. He's on a journey. We'll watch it after this. It's a good one.
Oh my gosh. So this is actually our second Halloween doing the podcast.
Second
I'm excited
Halloween.
about that. Yeah. And our second Halloween where we ain't doing shit for Halloween either.
I mean, we've been doing lots for Halloween.
We have.
I've been celebrating the season by watching scary movies while I work. That's how I celebrate it. I watch Halloweens 1 through 19. No, but I do. I like to turn on the Halloweens. This brings up a good discussion because we were talking about this a little bit at work. But Halloween movies, what exactly, through and through, sure, there's a ton of scary movies, but that doesn't necessarily make them a Halloween movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't view Scream as like a Halloween movie. I mean, people like to watch scary movies at Halloween, but it's not like a Halloween movie is like Hocus Pocus, where it's about Halloween. Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town, Ernest Scared Stupid, whatever. The
Who
goose,
be
the
Halloween?
second, the what?
Who be Halloween?
Yes. Who be Halloweensos? Yeah, that's a Halloween movie. But Halloween, the horror movie, is sort of like, it's like the crossover event. It's like, it's a real deal horror movie, but it's also a real deal Halloween movie. Because that's part of what makes it scary, is that innate fear that you have of Halloween.
Yeah. Yes. My favorite Halloween movie of all of them, though, was the one where the television was programming people's brains. So like a pumpkin would start singing and then like everybody was being programmed through the pumpkin. I
don't know what that is.
I think it's Halloween too.
You're thinking of Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, I believe.
Were people being brainwashed through their TVs?
Well, Halloween 3 is the only one that doesn't have to do with Michael Myers. And I know it has something to do with some witch factory, like they're making masks or something. I don't know. You know what somebody brought up at work today, though? Their favorite Halloween thing to watch was, though, it's David Pumpkins.
I cannot stand David Pumpkins. The fact that I already, in my heart of hearts, believe that Tom Hanks messes with children.
Don't say that. Cut that out. Say Tom Hanks is engaged in other, because I don't want to put that out there.
I say it on socials all the time. I can't stand him. That whole mitten thing is so weird to me.
It might be, but it also might be. It might be nothing.
I mean, it could be nothing, but the fact that other people have gotten that creeper vibe from him, and then he goes out and does David Pumpkin, which is like an animated, weird version of the creeper.
I hear you on that, but like these rumors don't really surround Tom Hanks unless people were just like, "Oh, I get a creepy." Like, there's no accusations against Tom Hanks.
No.
But yeah, David Pumpkins. Saturday Night Live has a lot of good Halloween stuff throughout the years. That's always fun to watch. My favorite. I would like to watch. My favorite was, like you talk about, of course, people talk about it's a great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's sort of like that changed the game for Charlie Brown, too, because that was like the first one, right? Charlie Brown, yes, Charlie Brown's Christmas. That was sort of the game changer because Halloween, what you have to understand is Halloween was long a bad holiday. Trick-or-treating didn't really start till the 1950s. There was this effort to sort of get kids to calm down because they were so wild. And so there was this big push to make it sort of like the commercial holiday that we know today, but like Charlie Brown Christmas in the 1970s, that like solidified the deal. You know what I mean? In terms of like making it this commercial kids holiday.
Right.
And, but my favorite though was, I think it was from the 80s. It was Garfield's Halloween.
I don't think
I
I've ever
like,
seen that one.
we'll watch it. I think you can still find it. I love a Garfield Halloween. And I don't even know because I really wasn't into Garfield, but for whatever reason, I had a tape that had it on there, and I had a tape. So, you know, like when you're a kid, there's like 4 VHS tapes at your house. So one of the tapes, though, had like specials. Rudolph was on
Oh,
there.
yes.
Uh, Frosty the Snowman. But then there was some Halloweens. Here was the kicker, though. It was only like the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes of the Garfield special. So every time I was watching this, it always started in the middle. And it wasn't something that they showed every year. So it was just, I don't know. There was also a half of like a My Little Pony movie on there, or Care Bears or something. I don't remember.
I didn't like the My Little Pony, but I loved Care Bears.
Oh, yeah. I liked Care Bears. I had Care Bear pajamas, Care Bear bed sheets.
I love me some Care Bears.
I had a Care Bear, too. I don't know nothing about the Care Bears. Like, now, I don't remember, like, you know what I mean? Like, character names or anything like that, but I remember that I liked them.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't remember character names now. I mean, they're all resurfacing. They're
Sure.
always making the rounds. Matter of fact, half of TikTok has Care Bears as their profile pictures right now, but they made their own versions. So like they have like they're like it's kind of like a mashup between a Garbage Pail Kid and a Care Bear because it's a Care Bear, but it's like
Oh,
bug.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I kind of like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, other than that, as far as like Halloween goes, I mean, movies and shows and stuff like that. We like to watch like episodes specific of like sitcoms or whatever that's specific to Halloween, but Halloween viewing is not as plentiful as one might think it might be.
No, like we need to start a whole Hallmark line of Halloween shows and movies.
Right, that's what I'm saying. People embrace Halloween almost more than Christmas. I'm surprised that they haven't capitalized on this.
Yeah, I know. Like, but like, I mean, the Good Witch, kind of like, but that's about as far as it goes. And I don't really like
Sure.
that movie. I mean, I don't not like her, but she's, there's something
It's
about
exactly
her
what
that,
you imagine it to be if you thought of a Hallmark witch movie. I mean,
yeah, that's
it's
exactly it.
it's right there.
Yeah. Like, how do I want to say it? They almost want her to be like mysterious and sexy, but she doesn't pull it off. And so it comes off campy and like,
I
it
always
feels disingenuous.
My thing with her is people always said that about her being sexy, but I can't get she got that goofy eye. I can't look at it. It throws me off, man. It does. I thought that back when she was in Jag. Somebody catches you with that. It's just something, and I'm not knocking it. Whatever, I get it. It's not her fault, but it just throws
Right.
me off.
Or it's just bad acting. Like, seriously, it could just be bad acting, right?
Not only that, but she's had so much work done to her lips that it looks kind of ridiculous. I think that's part of it. She's like, you know what I
Stop
mean?
it. Don't be making fun because I told you, I've been talking to some friends
You
this week.
ain't
I'm
getting
about to.
if you put something in your lips, that's going to be the dips.
Botox right here.
Your lips look fine. Your face looks fine. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know Botox.
No.
I'm talking about it. But at any rate, we do not make fun of people for altering their appearance because that is a personal opinion that they have about themselves. And
I
we
mean, I
support
make fun of
women.
people's appearances regular before they do work, so it's only fair to do it after as well. And I don't
Equal
think it's funny.
opportunity.
I think it's funny. I don't care if people make fun of my appearance. That's the way I look at it. It's the only thing you got, like, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, it
Yeah.
don't matter.
I
So
don't care if people make fun of my
it's
appearance either.
fun. It's fun to make fun of.
The latest thing on TikTok is that I have teeth like a horse.
Again, you can tell it when it doesn't automatically ring a bell. Like, it has to be obvious for it to be funny. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like, you
Right.
can't be
Right.
making fun of somebody and you're like out here looking like if somebody called me but like, what's funny is the Patton Oswalt one. Because it's true. Like, you're like, oh yeah, I see that. You're like a little pudgy, funny looking guy. Yeah, that's why it's funny. But if people say like, oh, you're fat or you're short or like I'm not really fat. I'm chunky, but I'm not fat. So that doesn't really
Right.
work. I'm short,
Right.
but I'm not that short. I'm not hilariously short.
Right.
Like, so that kind of stuff, it's like, when the people go to those kind of things, it's full of crap. That's what I'm saying with like the
Yeah.
horse teeth one. Like, if it's not obvious, like somebody with horse teeth, you ought to look at them and you're like, whoa, Nelly.
Right. Like, people wouldn't tell me all the time that they love my smile if the first thing was like,
These
but,
giant teeth, right.
I mean,
Right.
I do have big teeth though, and I have been conscious about like my gap in my teeth over the years, but it definitely gives me character. I've put fake veneers on to see what it would look like. I look weird with perfect
Big
teeth.
teeth is Horace from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. That's big teeth.
I don't know who that is, but
I walk around like this. I'm Horace. You probably shouldn't say that.
I've heard you do that before. I just didn't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he just is big goofy guy on Dr. Quinn.
So what's like, I know you've been watching like everything, and we probably talked about it last year, but what's your absolute favorite Halloween movie?
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, quick break from the chaos because we need you, yes, you, to send us your weird.
Your cryptid sightings, your UFO encounters, your I swear this house is haunted moments, we want them all.
And don't just yell them into the void. Go to gildatrash.com, click the contact link, and tell us everything.
This is your chance to make us pack up a car, drive 6 hours to the town that you live in or grew up in, and wander around in the dark while I question my life choices.
True story. If you've got a squonk in your backyard, a ghost in your attic, or just saw something in the woods that you can't explain.
We'll bring the cameras, the coffee, the bug spray, all of it.
The jerky.
The jerky.
Exactly, but we can't come to you if we don't know about it.
Halloween movie? I guess Halloween. It's right in the title. Yeah. It's right in the title.
Hold on a second. Somebody's at the door. So I'm sure that got all picked up on camera, but that was the lady who's running for city council.
Who was it?
Charlene Stanton. She's running for city council.
What's she doing? What's she about?
Not using $8 million of city's funds to build a useless park. She's about more police, cleaning up the crime, cleaning up the neighborhoods. She has a cat rescue site, so I'll look into that. Yeah, I'll cut this out. Like, I don't want to talk about it until after the election.
No, I haven't. I need to look into her. I don't know her.
I'm not endorsing anyone, but she's very vocal on.
I'm endorsing Taylor Clark. I know we know him. I stand by him.
Yeah, which sucks because Taylor is way left leaning.
I mean, it doesn't. He's not though. He's like he is, but he's not
middle
like.
Of the road. Right.
Yeah, it's middle of the road. But anywhere here, you're going to be left leaning, especially when you're under 30 or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus
he's not left leaning on the weird stuff. He's just, I mean, you know how kids are. Yeah, but no, I fully support him.
He's a business owner. He's a great businessman. He's a great spokesperson.
We need everybody involved if Johnstown's going to turn around. It don't matter what side they are.
Exactly.
The only side is us and them. Are you going to do something for the city? Or are you going to be a fucking douchebag like the rest of these morons have been running this town for the last 50, 60 years? Come on down here.
Come on down here. I can't even do it. I just turned Cajun. I can't do a Pittsburgh accent. Like it just comes out of my face.
Oh, I've caught the other day when I was in the shower doing comedy, I caught myself saying something and I was like, Jesus Christ. It like sounded so, it was like, I can't even do it. And I didn't even, like I said, Trevor Austin said this one time I heard him talking about it. Like the more you do it as like an exaggeration, the more it becomes part of you.
Well, that's a great segue because we can talk about our show. We were surrounded Saturday by Pittsburghers, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so Blake's accent, oh my God.
Yeah. Those O's, buddy.
Julian's,
No, I
Julian
know.
has,
It's all of them. It's all pronounced. But yeah, no, but let's go back to it. We built this, that we've been building a comedy club here in our house. We did it. We pulled the trigger. We had a show. It went really, really well.
it went off
Really,
without a
really well.
hitch. It really did.
And, we'll definitely do it again. And, yeah, the food was great. We had way too much food
As
usual,
always.
but this felt really excessive. Um, um, no, but it was great. Like it turned out so well. It was a great room filled with laughter. Everybody had a great time. We had a lot of fun. I just can't say enough how much I love those benches there. I built benches. That's what I do. I build benches.
And I'm really proud of you, babe. I mean, you've never built anything like that before.
I don't build. I'm not a
We didn't
builder.
we didn't have like true specs or anything. We just kind of used YouTube and ChatGPT and you figured it out, right? Like
I did a little bit of measuring, a little bit of cutting here and there. Bang, bang. Got yourself a fucking bench.
and it's a
That
U bench.
holds
It
it.
goes along. It's so
Yeah.
I'll show the picture for those of you who have not been bombarded by my Facebook post about it. But the one wall is 12 feet long. So it's 12 foot in the long section, and then it's 4 feet on the shorter sections on each side. The other one you made a little bit longer than 4 feet, but still,
Yeah,
like,
6
holy,
feet.
so like it covers that whole half of the room, and it's amazing because that piece of the room just felt like it was weirdly
And it's
kind of
solid. How I did the middle part. Unbelievable. You seen everybody sit. Your brother, Mark, we're all sitting there. So that sucker will hold you. That
yeah, and
sucker
that's
will
the
hold you.
important part, right?
Yeah.
So and it's a great little space now because it fits the 10-foot table, right? So we
Yep.
could put the 10-foot table there and have dinner. We can have
Oh,
uh
yeah.
we can do whatever now. That room
We
is
have so much
so
more room for
versatile.
activities. And it
Yes,
really
we
can,
do.
the room can really be anything you want to be because that's the beauty. It's a shapeless room now.
Right.
In the sense
Right.
of you can be whatever you want it to be. If you want to have a football party in there, you can have a football party in there. If you want to have a big dinner, you can have a big dinner. You want to have a comedy show, have a comedy show. Karaoke, you could do it. You can do whatever
Right.
you want with it.
Right.
Because it's a
Right.
blank slate. It's a blank slate.
And
It's an event
I
room.
can't even talk about all the future things that I want to have in there in about 10 years because can't talk about it, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know.
All
So many things. I
so
have
many
to say,
things.
too, this picture behind me, and it's very distracting. The combination of the My Chemical Romance album at the bottom of this guy, when I'm turned like this and you can't see the edge, because my picture is small in the camera, it looks like the menu to Rocky's Cascade Pizza. It looks like the pizza's at the bottom, and there's a guy standing up top doing something
I
with
see
it.
pizza now. I can see
Yeah,
that.
tell me that's just I'm like, why do I have a giant pizza menu hanging on my wall? Now, in the big, it doesn't look like that. Anybody looking at this in a big frame is never going to see it, but because the picture's small as I'm looking in the camera, it looks like
Yeah.
a pizza menu.
I can totally see that now that you said that. Yeah, I love it.
So
Oh my
weird.
God. So, so you built a bench. We're going to do so many things with that room. It's amazing. The turnout on Saturday was great. The food, but what
The
was
turnout was
awesome was
okay. We could have had a little bit better, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everybody had a great time. That's all that matters. The crowd was good. How they
that's what I
behave is more
mean.
important than the size. Yeah.
Right. Like, would I have liked to have a couple more bodies and seats? Absolutely. And
Of
if
course.
y'all didn't show up, you're dumb for not coming because it was a blast.
Yeah,
But
you'd have had a lot of fun.
but when I say great turnout, like literally the whole room was vibrating with laughter from beginning to end. It was a great
Right. The people
time.
that came, it was fun. Had a good time. Had a
Yeah.
good time.
Yes, it was
They
so
come down
fun.
here, they had a good time. That's no, but we of course had the lineup though. Of course we knew it was going to be that good because we personally curated the list. But I just have to say, like, I'm really good at ranking comedians. Like, because we always get like to me, what I think is like the best. We go to a lot of shows and there's always a person or two you're like, I could have probably did without them. But I feel like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like the way that I try to do it is I want to be the worst one on my own show. I know that sounds dumb, but
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
it
at
only
all. I
makes
get
you
it.
look better.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're just amongst the, that's something that I think people sometimes are afraid is like to get people that are too funny. I don't think that. That's only going to elevate your comedy. People only remember the good stuff. They don't remember, like, they're going to be like, oh, that one guy, whatever. That's all they're going to say, like, if you're not impactful. So
Right.
it's like, I'd rather just have the best show possible.
Yes.
But yeah. And it just elevates the whole thing. But yeah, no, it was great. I think everybody really, had a great time. I didn't hear any negative reviews. Which brings up another interesting point. We're going to talk about it right here real quick. I'm going to try to snag an interview, but I haven't even heard anything from him. And it's like 4 days away. We got an open mic coming up at Fetz's Sports Pub here in Johnstown this coming Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. They're going to give away prizes. I'm going to do a feature set. Frank's going to host. It's going to be grand. We try to get as many people in there as we can. Fetz's has good food. Get yourself some of them little barbecue kielbasa bites. Them things will knock your socks
They're
off.
so good. Oh my God. I love those barbecue kielbases.
I don't even know. Here's the thing is, like, I've done them here at the house numerous times. It's like not even the same thing. I don't know what they're doing or what they're using or how they're cooking it, but those little bastards are good, man.
Well, first of all, they brown them on the grill a little bit, right?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. But I
And that
can't
brings
figure
out
out.
some of the sugar, I think.
Right, but here's the kicker, though, is I can't figure out if they cook them, then if they grill them, then put them in the sauce and just serve them, or if they cook them, put them in the sauce and they're like on a pot and they're just dipping them out. That's another scenario, which is what I think might be happening, which is why the flavor is so rich in the barbecue sauce and you get such a good caramelization of those sugars.
Oh my God. Well, you could ask Chad, I guess. He might
Yeah, I
tell you his
could.
trade secret.
I'm sure that he
Plus,
probably will.
that's the other thing that I like about having the open mic there is that it's super accessible. It's right at
If
the
you're
end of the
coming to
highway.
Johnstown, it's literally the easiest place to go, and they have a huge parking lot right across the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you can park right there at the stadium. So it's like the ease with which to go there is you're not going to find another venue in Johnstown that you can get to as easy as you can get to Fetz's if you're coming from somewhere else. Outside of Johnstown. Like, if you're in Johnstown, it is what it is. It's the same as going anywhere else.
Yeah.
But if you're coming from Altoona, a lot of these people are going to be coming in from out of town. Altoona, State College, Huntington, wherever they may come from, Bedford, wherever. It's literally, when you get into Johnstown, it's bing, bang, boom, right off the highway. If you can call it a highway, which I don't, but
And they have a lot of space there. I mean, inside of Fetz's, like it kind of almost looks small from outside and you're not sure, but there's plenty of room in there.
Yeah,
So
there's
I love it. I
tables.
love that
Yeah,
place.
there's plenty of room at the bar. The bar goes around. It's yeah, it's a good little place. I love Fetz's. We love going there.
Yeah.
Karaoke. Yeah,
Yeah. I haven't done
it's good
karaoke in
stuff.
forever, except for
It
at my own
says,
house.
here is my question though to the masses, is because I heard that he's not going to do karaoke more since we moved here. But is JR still hosting karaoke at Fetz's?
I
Because
don't know if
like
he does it
I
at
swear to
Fetz's, but
God,
he still does it at Rocky's on Friday nights.
what's that?
I don't know if he does it at Fetz's anymore, but he still does it at Rocky's on Friday nights.
Well, I'm just saying he's supposedly never going to do karaoke again. Every time they're like, "This is JR's last time doing karaoke," and maybe that's how they get people there. I don't know, but no, I love JR. I'm not saying like anything against him. And I know that he's changing jobs and he changes. That he's made some different decisions along the way as far as what he wanted to do with the business. But I'm just kidding. I'm giving him a hard time busting his balls because it does feel like we've been to like 9 different final JR karaoke's. Right?
I
Am I wrong
agree.
in that? Like,
No, you're
because a
not.
couple times we're
And
like,
then
oh, we'll make sure we come out for that because it's the last one. Like, then a
a
week
month
later, I
later
see
he
a
pops
post.
up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he's still doing it at Rocky's over in Woodvale.
I think he's
Um,
still doing it at Fetz's too.
yeah, I think you might be right. But didn't they say there's a open mic, a music open mic there on Thursdays or something?
They do jam night or whatever on Thursdays, I think. Or no, karaoke's. I don't know, one of the
Yeah,
night, maybe
karaoke's Wednesdays.
Wednesdays karaoke, Thursdays jam night.
Yeah. But
So
jam night, I mean, that's interesting. I wouldn't mind going down for that because I used to jam out at Dively's around here. But we have a lot of friends out the Altoona way who like to do
who are doing a
music
lot of
jams.
gigging,
Yeah,
and
so
doing a lot of
yeah,
jamming.
and
Kevin,
gigging.
Alyssa, we got the guy that plays the accordion. I love that guy. He does a
Yeah,
country
yeah,
roads accordion that I love, man.
yeah.
Good stuff.
I know. I'm
Uh,
like seriously obsessed. I want to learn how to play the accordion now.
oh, I know. It's crazy. It's fun. It looks fun because there's
It
so
does look
much
fun.
going, just a lot of
Yeah.
this.
It looks like
And
peaceful too. It feels like it would work my chicken wings off. I don't know.
as
I've
long as
seen
we're
stuff.
not doing polka, I think we're fine. Polka, polka, polka,
I like polka
Yamaguchi
music.
polka, kiss me polka. No,
So
that's
up at Lorraine Borough at the we call it the ball field, but it's actually like an event place for folks who don't know. They have pavilions there and this, that, and the other. Well, they used to have a polka fest. I'm sure they probably still do. I just haven't been to it in forever. Oh my God, polka fest is I love polka fest.
I imagine that polka fest is a lot better than polka music because you have polka food, polka
And polka
kielbasa.
beer. Yeah.
Polka kielbasa. Polska
Polska.
kielbasa. Polska
Polska.
kielbasa. But
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I imagine you got lots. I bet that's a sausage fest in more than one way.
Yeah. It
Oh, but
is.
yeah.
my, my gram used to, she could yodel a little bit and she would be like, diddy, 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 but she would do it to like polka music. So she'd walk around the house, diddy, diddy, and all the time to polka tunes. And her birds would pick it up and her birds could like diddy
Sing
and
polka.
polka. Yeah.
Polka, polka.
There's something about polka music. I just like, I guess because I grew up here and it's not wholly Western Pennsylvania, but it kind of
Well,
is.
no, it's not, because what's weird about it is you see a huge. The accordion is a fascinating instrument because look at its influence on country Western music via the way of Mexico.
Right.
Because Southwest music, Mexican music has a lot of accordion in it. They love an accordion.
Right. But it's
and
not.
so that's where it comes.
Polka.
Right. But because of those German immigrants
Right.
that went to Mexico, that a big part of that's where that all comes from in Mexico.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So because it's I mean, you can fact check it. I'm almost 100% sure that it was German influence on Mexican music that led to, because there was a lot of immigrants that went to Mexico to be like cowboys and stuff.
Yeah, I did know that.
And so, but a big part of it, and so they had the music and stuff that goes with it. So I'm almost pretty sure about that.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
What did I say that I wanted to talk about? And I was like, oh.
Something in Halloween, Pennsylvania?
No, Chappie's giving us crap for that. Oh, well, let's talk about something that comes up every single year. Every year. There's the lore and there's the tells and there's the people giving you tips and advice. I thought that it was my parents lying to me so they could eat half my candy before I figured out what was in my damn box or my bag.
Well, that's
right?
what it was.
That's what I thought it was. But every year, this year it's fentanyl. They're putting fentanyl in the candy.
Well, this started it started the same time as Satanic Panic back in the 80s. This whole candy.
Yes.
Like the people were just massively dosing candy. You could go to the hospital, get your candy x-rayed. I never forget that because we did that one year and it was like 2 hours at the hospital. It was never again, Mom said. Who needed it?
Oh my God.
She's like, and I remember, well, what's hilarious is I remember saying, your dad did find one thing that looked open, so he ate it. But as if that's the solution if it's poisoned. Like, I'm going to eat this just in case it's poisoned. Just in case.
So
that logic just cracks me up.
And when they say drugs, like, are you fucking kidding me? Who's wasting their drugs on children? Because like a couple years ago, like this year it's fentanyl, which is scary. I mean, that's just scary. But a couple years ago, it was MDMA or like Molly or whatever that they were allegedly putting in the candy. Like, who's giving away Molly free to kids?
And not only that, but like, I could see accidental like fentanyl poisoning. You know what I mean? Like, so, first off, how many fentanyl addicts do you know are giving away candy and trick or treat? Like, just from a perspective of things, like these people are not participating in society in the way that the rest of us are. The fact that they're like, let me get a bag of candy to give out to the kids.
So
no,
that's the thing.
Any money they have is going to fentanyl.
Well, and if you look it up, that like statistically, the times that has been actually done, it was people going after their own kids. Like their intent was to get their own kids. So I found
to fake some kind of accident or something, right?
Right. So the original one of that happened in Texas in the 70s, and the guy he took pixie sticks and poisoned them with cyanide. But it was to kill his son because he wanted the insurance money. So it did indeed happen one time in Texas.
And that's not even drugs. Cyanide isn't even like the stories you always hear is it's like you might accidentally get crack. You know, like it's not.
Right.
It's never like poison's a whole different thing. Like
right, exactly. Or like the razor blades. It's all just hyperbole. Like
it's all just it was scare tactics for whatever reason. I don't even really know. Again, like the Satanic Panic, I'm not sure what the purpose of it really was, but it didn't amount to anything good.
How many in the 80s?
How many kids did we stop from eating razor blades out of apples? First off, you got an apple in your Halloween bag. You ain't fucking eating that thing. You're pitching it. That's crap and garbage. Nobody that was
Oh my
trying to
God.
do anything would put it in apple. If you really wanted to trick it, you would like insert in the middle of a Snickers bar. Like the
Right.
logic is completely out the window. Like
Right.
it just doesn't make sense. Again, because it didn't happen. It's not happening. People, it's just not something that
It's
I'm not saying it's never
exhausting.
happened, and I'm not saying that it never could happen or would happen. Anything can happen.
Right.
But like
But that's
the
the
idea
thing
that
is
there's like,
risk, right? So that's what people are playing on is your willingness to risk your child. So it's just people who want to incite fear and what like that's going to be the thing that you're afraid of most is that your child gets hurt, right? And for most people who have children, that's going to be their fear of all fears. It's a mind game. It's a control factor. Anytime that you are able to assert fear into somebody else's life, that person gets a little giddiness out of it. But if people just actually fucking thought through it logically, they would arrive at the same conclusions that we do. There's calculated
right.
risk in everything that you do in life, but
And not
that's the
only
one where people
that,
are gonna
it's just not really a thing. It's just, yep, like you said, I'm not into it.
I may or may not give out candy tomorrow. I want to kind of, but it's also 2
Here's
degrees
the thing is I
outside, I
love
swear.
the idea of giving out candy. That sounds
I
fun.
want to give it out. Like
But
I'm not a
we're going to
mean
have,
person.
listen, we're going to have plenty of candy there's going to be, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. But we're going to have plenty of opportunities in the future to participate in these activities. So I'm
Right,
not
but when
concerned
that
that I've been missing
happens,
out.
I'm looking forward to hay rides and pumpkin carvings
Oh,
and
of course. But
mazes.
none of that takes place on trick or treat. But that's the bonus part of it, though, is all the field activities, petting zoos, pick your own pumpkin patch, uh,
Press your own
a-
cider.
apple cider slushies. Uh, I saw somebody was doing,
Oh,
I think it was at the Treasure Apple Ranch or whatever. It was like cider slushies with ice cream. Like
that
a,
sounds amazing.
you know what
Like
I'm
a
talking about.
snowball. Yeah,
Like a
yeah, a
snowball, but with
snowball.
apple cider slushy instead of, whatever
That
flavor you got.
sounds so good. It's like apple pie a la mode, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
kind of.
kind of.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to try
But
that.
yeah,
I need to go try it. Let's ride down the treasures this weekend.
um,
Treasures.
I think I saw that it was like, they might not even be doing it anymore. That's how, you know what I mean? I'll have to look. Because it was like a limited thing. I'm saying they were like
Right.
doing it. I don't know if they'll
Well,
still be doing it this weekend. But we can look.
speaking of Halloween apple confectionaries, I
Mm.
decided to try my hand at making candied apples. But first I tried it on cranberries. That was really effing good. I've never
I
made
would
hardtack candy before, so it was kind of messy, but I would do it again.
Oh, the cranberries were delicious. I'd eat a pile of them. If it was a little bit less messy, I felt like they got a little sticky. It'd be like, I mean, of
Yeah.
course it's candy, it's going to be sticky, but like you said, the ability to be able to eat, but they're addictive as hell. And candy
Yeah.
apples, I mean,
I need to learn how to set the candy better. That was my very first go at it. So one thing that I did wrong, especially with the apples, is that you have to make sure that they're completely dry. So I strained them, but they were um, soaking in lemon juice and water so that they could retain their like color. And it's a preservative, right? So they were soaking in the lemon juice. I didn't pat them dry when I dipped them.
candy, much like smoking meats or baking, is a learning curve. You learn little
It
tricks as you
is.
go along. You get to eat your mistakes. That's the best part, and it always tastes good. But like you learn things to make it the best. So I have no doubt that you'll be whooping up candy apples regular style in no time.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
love I would like to do, you always see them like with the nuts on the caramel ones. Like you see the
Yes.
different ones, like not just candy or caramel apple, but like
The gourmet ones
I
that
don't want
have
it too fancy.
toppings.
Yeah, like I want it like a
Yeah, like
nuts,
they have
chocolate,
Jimmy's or
peanut butter,
crushed
whatever.
nuts or yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
But
yeah.
now,
I'm all for that.
so candy thermometer is an absolute game changer. I had one before, but it wasn't the right style. This one is perfect. It was like $12 at Walmart. Oh my God, it's a game changer because now I can make taffy, I can make
Oh.
divinity, I can make all the candies now.
Well, that's funny that the thermometer is really the key there. Just like with smoking meats, your thermometer is your best friend, much like candy
Best
making.
friend.
It's
Yes.
like, it's just the thing that you have to make sure that it's like working correctly. Because
Right.
all those things, candy making, smoking meats, you're just taking a temperature, but the reason you're doing it is because the science behind it is the chemistry that's taking place within the ingredients. You have to have that at a certain temperature, whereas other forms of cooking, it's not quite as much.
It's right. There's some variants. You're absolutely right. And so, we love watching those shows. Like, remember that one show where the guy made all the crazy chocolate creations? He was like a chocolate sculptor or
Oh,
whatever.
I'll turn it
The
on right
sugar,
now. It's what's his face? Yeah, he's got the little mustache. He's French.
he
I
does
can't
the
think of what
sugar
his name is though.
sculptures. Well,
He's the
so
best in the like.
when
He's
I
the
was
best.
doing the sugar, when I was making the candy, like, I was like, so have you ever watched somebody mold a candle? So you take a candle and you dip it in a vat of cold water and then you ladle melted wax over it in the cold water and you can like twist it and turn it. I watched a one girl make a dragon holding onto a candle just by using water and twisting in the water and pouring more wax. So I was not doing it with the candy, but I was seeing how I could do that with the candy to make shapes, like how he made like the bird's nest and the glass globe
Yeah.
and all that. I'm learning how to do
Mm.
all that now. I'm going to learn how to make like sugar creations out of everything.
Now that's fun.
That's what,
That's something I can get behind.
yeah.
No, well, this brings up another interesting point because now we're talking about food and stuff, but now we're headed into the real like Super Bowl era of the food. So literally within
Yeah.
the next 3 months, you have Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Super Bowl. 4 big food events. You know what I mean? In a 3-month span where you get all the
Yeah.
good stuff, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like each meal's different too. Cause like Thanksgiving, of course we know what Thanksgiving is. Christmas is usually similar to the Thanksgiving, but it's usually done purposefully different because you just had Thanksgiving.
Right.
New Year's is like all party food. It's all your little weenies and your fucking bacon wrap things and your fucking
Shrimp.
barbecued fucking shrimps. I ate so many shrimp. I got iodine poison. Little 3-6 UGK for you, sipping on some scissor. But and then of course the Super Bowl's similar to what I would say is New Year's, but there's a little probably more substance behind it because Super Bowl, you want a good meal, eat a hoagie, eat some pieces, something like that. So it's good. It's my favorite 3 months.
Yeah. I mean,
Favorite
and
favorite
I
3
love to
months from
cook.
the Halloween to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Because for me, it's not the same as like your everyday cooking. It's a
Yeah.
project. It's a craft. It's an art. You're doing extra things with all the things. So like, I absolutely love to be Betty Crocker during the holidays. It's my favorite vibe is like just having music or something going on in the kitchen, TV, and just running around cooking all day. I love it. It's like peaceful for me. Like it's a very like when I'm angry, cooking is probably a good place for me to like get out of my brain. If I'm like too inside myself, start cooking because then it like I'm concentrating, I'm forgetting about like the crap and I'm just like in the moment
Well,
cooking.
that's what I was going to say is I think it's the task because in
Yeah.
cooking, you're focused You know, this is the
Yeah.
order. This is what this, like it takes you out of you as a process. Most of the time throughout your day, you're not in that sort of regimented step by step
Right.
by step by step. So like you said, it gives you that sort of, I don't know, turn your mind off kind of thing and focus on something
Yeah.
else.
It's
You
like
don't have to be
it's
worried
not a
about.
mindless activity because you do have to put your mind to it,
No.
but you're concentrating and thinking through. And I've said this very often. I would love to see a video we need to put a ring cam in the kitchen when we're doing an event. Cause like, I swear
Any camel do.
it's like a symphony, right? Of you and I, because we know our stations. We know who's prepping what. We know who's going to be chopping veg. Like we always kind of know where we're going to be in the kitchen at what time. And it's not like we sit down and have a meeting and talk about it. We're like, okay, I'm
No.
making this at this time, this at this time. And then but the activity of us just kind of gliding through the kitchen past each other, doing our things. It's kind of
Well,
cool.
I think
It's like a
because
dance.
we have a good kitchen to do, this never worked previously. It's the space of
I
the
mean, it
kitchen.
did, but not
But
as well.
but the reason that you and I do is because when we set out to do it, I don't help you with your stuff. You don't help me with my stuff. We have our jobs, we're doing them, and we know that the other person's doing theirs, so you're just mindful of what they're doing
Right.
and where they're doing it.
Right.
Which is
That's
how a good
it.
kitchen operates. I mean, that's how a good
Yeah.
kitchen operates.
Well, we've both worked in kitchens as
Everybody
well,
should
so
know
we
their
get it.
station, like you said. What's that?
I said we've both worked in kitchens as well, so we get it.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't automatically mean you know what's going on because 90% of the people I worked in the kitchen had no clue of this concept. But that's the way that it's
Not
supposed to
naming any
work. And a
names.
good kitchen manager makes that happen. That's why it's important to have somebody like that. You can't just have a head cook. Perfect example, like local establishment that we know that rhymes with smorchard. Like, yeah, he's a head cook, but like he's not managing the kitchen. You need to
No,
manage the kitchen and manage the people and the workflow and who's doing what. It can't just be a free for all.
exactly.
I
Schmorted.
like doing it. I like running a kitchen, but the problem is
I
the
do
only
too.
kitchen that I ever want to run is mine, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
Like, I like the idea of it in concept, and when I'm doing it, I like doing it. And yeah, if I could make $1 gazillion doing it, I would. But like, the
Right.
pay is not there for people to manage kitchens. Like,
No. Not even high
if
end
you found
ones,
the right
really.
situation and the right people, could an offer be made? Sure. If you hear me out there, some of those people have told me that they would love to make me that offer if they ever own their own place. So feel free.
Girl make
Because
it.
I do enjoy that pressure. I like the kitchen and I like you know what I mean? Like I like the
Well,
hotness. I
because
like the people firing back and forth.
it's the fast pace, but you know it's going to be over at some point. There's a stopping point to it. You know, at 10
Right.
o'clock, you're not accepting another order or whatever the case may be. So that's why I love it. Cause like, even like when I worked up at South Mountain, I used to be like, there would be a group coming in like right before I was ready to shut everything down. I'd be like, hell yeah, put the tickets through because it's the last one. I know that's the last thing I have to do tonight. Right. So absolutely. I love busy kitchens. I love them. Home, restaurant. It's just a cool place to be. It's like the ER. I like hanging out in the ER too.
It's a better
That's
ER. You
weird.
can't eat nothing in the ER. I mean, maybe if you got a good cafeteria. I tell you what, them chicken patties down there at the Waynesboro Hospital, shout out there. No, I'm teasing. But no, I love a good cafeteria, and a hospital is one of the. I judge a lot. I mean, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, but I love when a hospital serves nothing but unhealthy food. I hate these ones that try to be modern. It's just like salads and shit. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I want a chicken patty, a burger, and a sausage, egg, and cheese, my friend.
Right before I go in
And
for
that way,
heart
if I have
surgery,
a heart
God
attack,
damn
I
it.
can head right upstairs to the 4th floor and get myself zapped or whatever I need done.
Speaking of hospitals though, um, we were out at UPMC in Altoona, right? Is that what it is? Is it a UPMC?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, their snack bar has a Starbucks in it. It has like good pretzels. It had all this stuff, but the only beef I had with their cafe, their menu like you couldn't, it was pictures.
You didn't
That's
even
it.
know what they had.
I didn't know what they had. Somebody was walking away with this gorgeous fucking sandwich and I didn't know what, I wasn't going to be like, hey, can I, like, that's rude. So yeah, I mean, but
Where'd
their
you
food
get
was
that?
good. It's such like the layout of their hospital. I love the whole thing about their hospital. I'm obsessed with hospitals too, because I've been working in medical settings for the past 20 years. So like, I like the hustle and bustle of an ER as much as I like the hustle and bustle of a kitchen. And I'm
I
like,
love
when I go to hospitals, I'm like in it. Like I'm checking everything out, how everything's laid out, all of it.
as long as I'm not the one that's there for an affliction or whatever I'm there for, as long as I'm just a
Right.
visitor, then I'm scouting it out. Snack bars, vending machines, soda pop. No, I do. I check. I'm like, what can I get from there? And that's how I've always been as a kid, because that was like the opportunity to like get something because you weren't at home. You like,
So my big thing at the hospital is their ice machines. Like, cause like on the floors, they have the good. They have the crunchy little shaved
I mean,
little,
some probably do.
the best ones do.
I think it's probably like convenience stores. Some are Rudders, some are Sheets, some are whatever. Some got good ice, some got bad.
So it's funny though that when people say the good ice, we're all referring to the crunchy ice. Like that's the common nomenclature or whatever. Like nobody's ever calling
With
those
ice
hard ass.
people,
Nobody's calling those hard ass
squares.
little cubes that have the holes in the middle. Nobody's calling those the good ice. No, it's the
Mm.
crunchy ice, like the soft.
Yeah, Rudders has it in those little pellets. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, the pellets, but it's the
The
texture of
pellets.
them. I don't even care what shape they are. It has to be like the soft, almost like a
Well,
slushy, but like no.
the shape has a lot to do with it, though. The shape has a lot
Yeah,
to do with the way that it freezes. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like, so that has a lot to do with that.
yeah, yeah. I love the good ice.
The good
Um,
ice, buddy.
there was something else that I wanted to talk. Oh, so it is Halloween themed, but not necessarily, and it keeps coming up in my feed for so many reasons. So we're
What?
just gonna lay this all out. It's not Halloween specific, but I gotta pee real quick, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Neither was Thanksgiving, but
Did the camera pick up me peeing? You're weird.
yep.
Could you hear me? You could
No,
hear my pee.
no, I
Oh,
couldn't.
because I was gonna sell
No.
to OnlyFans if you could.
No, I couldn't hear it, but here's what I do hear. Do I kind of look like a wrestler?
Never. Yes, you do
What?
look exactly like a wrestler. You look exactly
Okay.
like a wrestler. You all right
There you
now?
have it.
No, I was gonna sell my
Mhm.
peeing noise to
No,
OnlyFans
don't,
and see if
that's
anybody would
disgusting.
want
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. That's disgusting. People
them.
don't buy. That's so horrid that we live in a society where people are actually doing that.
So
Anyway,
so then this might gross you. No, we've talked about this before. So I want to open a boutique funeral parlor.
ooh, yeah, that's nice. That's not selling pee, for Christ's sakes.
It's
Uh,
nice
this
in
a boutique
theory,
funeral
but
parlor.
yeah, what do you think it is?
A boutique funeral parlor? That's where you have like
Yeah.
cool funerals. Yeah.
Yeah, like badass funerals. So here's where the thought stemmed from. I'm just going to give everybody the history so they can be in my brain with me. One of my favorite movies when I need to let it all out and sob my heart out is P.S. I Love You. It also has a stellar sound. Yeah, yes. It has a stellar soundtrack. And one of my favorite songs that I listen to on the regular is If I Ever Leave This World Alive. It is, I think, is it Flogging Molly or, oh shit. Hold on. I need to
I have
look
no
this one up
idea.
because I don't want
Yeah, I'm not
to.
sure.
The
I don't know my
Pogues.
Irish
It's the
bands.
Pogues.
The
It's the
Pogues,
Pogues. Who sings If I
as in,
Ever Leave This World Alive on the movie P.S. I Love You?
if I ever leave this world alive. Well,
I'm okay.
I thank you.
It is Flogging Molly. I was right the first
There you
time.
go.
Ha.
There you go.
Um, but
There you
yeah,
go.
it's one of my absolute hands down favorite songs. And the premise of the song or the movie, like I'm sure most people know already because it's like 100 years old, is that he knows he's dying, so he like sets it up so that she gets all these experiences after he dies, right? Um, but one of my favorite scenes is they're all sitting around his ashes, just like doing shots in a bar. That's me. When I die, just fucking sit around, put my ashes in the room wherever you are, do a bunch of shots, sing a bunch of songs. Don't sing Four Non Blondes because I've aired that one out. Don't sing Me and Bobby McGee because I've aired that one out. Those don't represent me as a human. I will leave a list of songs you can sing on my behalf. One of them, If I Ever Leave This World Alive. So that got me thinking about, whoa,
Well, can
I
I
want a place where
share my
everybody.
funeral dream first
Yeah, you
before you
absolutely
go
can.
into
But I
that?
just went, but we got to
Well,
segue into, they have to have the visual though, right? So I want to open this boutique funeral parlor where you can do wild things at the funerals within reasonable limits of the law, right?
no
But where
reasons.
there is a bar, you can play badass music. I can speak from experience. Some of the songs that I played at my son's funeral, I was getting fucking dirty looks. And I don't ever want to
Well,
have anybody be getting dirty looks for their family's songs. Go ahead.
that's part of it too, though, is having the attached bar. That makes it pretty great. You're like, where's Steve? Over at the bar. How great would it be to have? I can't believe nobody ever put a bar in a funeral home before. I mean, it's perfect.
Oh, let's see if they have. No, I'm not. I'll look it up later. But
No,
yeah,
I
like
mean, not now, but
it's
I'm sure that maybe somebody has, but
right. Like, I mean, people are paying $20,000 or more for a funeral. I wouldn't even charge that much. My boutique funeral parlor would
you
be
can get an open
reasonable.
bar for like $1,000.
Right, exactly. Like, come on now. I want it to be a celebration of life parlor, but only after the person's dead. We do parties for the living too all the time, but I'm attached. I want people to go out the way that they want to, right? Which leads into how you want to go out.
Well, what the thing is, though, is that what people look when you go to a funeral, what's everybody's like, when the actual funeral part's over, that's when the real fun begins. And I don't mean fun, but like that's when you're able to talk to people, like hug it out, tell stories, share, laugh, cry, eat, drink, do whatever. Everybody loves the thing afterwards, the reception, whatever you call it. Seems weird to call that the reception when that's what you call the thing after a wedding, but regardless,
Right.
the reception and like, or the party back at the house, you know what I mean? Or whatever. That's what
Right.
everybody looks
The
forward to because
homecoming, the vigil, whatever.
that's what they really going for. So why not just make the
Yeah.
whole thing that? Like,
Right.
if you walk in here in a suit and tie, you're getting punched in the face, bub. No, I'm kidding. But
No,
you can do whatever you want.
some people might want like a tuxedo
No,
only funeral.
well,
Whatever your
if that
wishes
case,
are.
I think maybe, right, I agree. We would tend to do that. But if that's what you want, then probably going to our boutique funeral parlor is not the place for you. But
Yeah.
if that's what you want, that's what we'll give you. But this all brings to the culmination of what I would love of this is, and this is what I'm going to do at my funeral. This is what I want done. I'm going to shoot video beforehand. Like when they cremate me and stuff, I'm going to have to get with the people that are doing this because I need to have some visionary like thing over my own video in my funeral. But as people walk in, I want The Gates of Hell are Open Wide by Alan Jackson playing. So that way they're like, where's Scott? And it's like, the gates of hell are open wide.
Open wide.
And then,
inviting me.
when they say something about the flames, they're going to be like pushing me into the fucking fire of the thing. And that's going to be playing in the video of
everywhere.
yeah, they're going to be pushing my video of them pushing my coffin
I see clear
into the cremator, and they'll be like, and then I'm like at the gates of hell, and I'm like there, like welcoming you to the carnival of hell, and I'm just like standing there, like in Alan Jackson, like in a shiny cowboy suit with a cowboy hat, like this, sort of like the gate, when you picture, I always think of the back of the Led Zeppelin 4 album where the person's just like standing there with the stick like next to the thing or whatever. Like just something simple like that where it's like just welcoming you to hell. I'm going to have all sorts of hell jokes, Satan jokes. I want it to be really a good time. I want the people that are like Christians in my family to probably feel uncomfortable with it, but they'll know me, so it'll be fine. Because I want people to be like, I want the person like officiating to be like, Scott is down there now, smiling up at us. Well, he's probably not smiling. He's probably screaming. But yeah, I want it to be fun. I want it to be a good time.
Yeah.
I want the last thing that people think about me is to be like, that goofy fucker.
Yeah, I just want to be planted. I want my ashes to be a weeping willow tree. That's all. But the actual, like I said, the part, I want everybody to just be drinking and telling the crazy,
having a good time.
For me, like, depending on who outlives me, there's some fucking crazy stories that could be shared that are funny. People are going to laugh because I was a bitch and just like street fought all the time. People are going to laugh because I roast people all the time. I'm not a stand-up comic, but I'm funny to fucking people because of the way I talk shit. I don't want to be known for talking shit. Well, anyways, as I do
don't
the
think that'd be the
podcast.
main thing that people know you for.
No,
I think
it
people will be
depends on
like,
who you ask.
I think the number one thing well, I think if you ask around, I think the number one thing that people will be like, "Who's such a great singer? She's such a great singer. We want a videos of her doing it." That's what I think people would say. They'd be like, "I loved her voice. I loved her attitude."
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll write a song and cut it before, and it'll only be released at my funeral. Only be released at my funeral.
It'll be great. It'll be great. I think Willie Nelson summed it up best when he said, "Roll me up and smoke me when I die." That's like, that's pretty much, just do that. Put my ashes in the dirt, grow a weed plant, roll me up and smoke me when I die.
Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, like I'm not saying that death is funny, but we have to be able to like just be ourselves. And I feel like funeral parlors just take that away from you because they're so sterile.
It's your last time getting to celebrate like that person. And it's like just going to like Uncle Kevin's thing or whatever. It's like he wouldn't have even gone if it was he wouldn't have even gone. He would have just been like, whatever, I'm not going to that. And he'd have stayed home and drank. And then he'd have waited because people would have went over and but that's like the thing is I just want people to treat me when I'm dead like they would any other day. Come on.
Right.
Pass me a doobie. Get me a beer, turn the Steelers game on, let's jam some Grateful Dead, and let's eat some bacon-wrapped scallops, okay?
You just turned so Pittsburgh when you said that, too. Oh, my Lanta. What else we got to talk? I feel like we had so much because we had
I love that idea
going on.
because it's like, we saw people love the sort of like fancy death stuff. I mean, you see it. I think it would be great. I think you're right on with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would go.
I don't know. Plus, like, obviously neither of us are morticians, so we'd have to hire a mortician. And I already know who I want
That's
to
easy.
hire.
Who?
Who? You said that's easy.
I didn't. I
Oh, I
said
have
who?
somebody in mind. Oh, you said that's easy. And I was like, when you said that's easy, I thought you meant
I
like
meant
you had
finding a
somebody
more.
in mind.
No, you can find somebody easy. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of
Yeah,
morticians
but
out
you
there.
want one that fits the vibe of the place. That is
Well, you go
Lauren
to
the
the mortician
mortician.
school, then you're like, which one of you kids wants to come try something new? Which one of you is
No,
innovative? Or you go to the.
I want Lauren. Lauren the mortician.
Who?
She's famous on TikTok. Her name's Lauren the mortician. She's a
Uh,
real mortician. She's
oh,
a
I have no
medical
idea who that
examiner,
is.
but she does socials and she's very like goth kind of. But she's also a mother. Like she's very like paradoxical, right?
Aren't
She's very cool.
aren't all
I
morticians
met
goth?
her. Sure, you could argue that. I mean, yeah. I mean, the true definition of gothic would probably imply that. But I met her because of Bunny, XO. Bunny had her on the
Mm.
podcast and I fell in love with her, but I wasn't sure because she seems a little like, Permit Patty. But then when I actually started watching her content, she breaks stuff down and like she debunks things. So like she's been recently debunking because Candace Owens is fucking off her meds, I guess. And she's been saying
I
all
quit
this
paying attention a
conspiracy
few
shit
weeks
about.
back.
Right. Well, she's been doing all this stuff about Charlie Kirk conspiracies, whatever. And Lauren, the mortician, broke it down. She was like, this is what really happens. This is why the report said that. Nobody's trying to
Mm-hmm.
conspire. You're just reading too much into it.
That's just it, especially when people don't understand things that they don't do. They're like, why would someone do this? Well, I watched one whole thing where she was like, why would someone use the word, what was it? And then they showed 19, she's like, nobody would use that word. Nobody uses that word anymore. Then they proceeded to show a month's worth of clips of her using that word way before the thing ever even happened.
Oh my God. It's
Yeah,
exhausting with her.
she's a mess.
I
Yeah.
honestly couldn't tell you what's going on in her life because I didn't unfollow her, but since I stopped clicking into her content when it comes up in my feed, like they don't show me her content anymore. Cause it's
You did
just,
what Charlie Kirk did. He didn't unfollow her. He just like, well, let me just back off a little
slowly
bit.
backed away.
And
Yeah. I mean, but he
it
fired
just,
her first. He did fire
no,
her
but you know what
from
I'm
Turning
saying
Point.
though.
No,
Like,
I don't know if he's the
yeah,
one that actually was,
but
I don't even know if he was there,
yeah, that's
but
exactly
yeah.
right. But yeah, no, that's all fun and games. But yeah, yeah, she's a,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about that. What do we got coming
yeah, I
up
don't want to
though?
talk about that
So
anymore.
the next couple weeks we've got the open mic that you've already talked about, that is going to be so fun. They might be giving away, or did you already say?
No, I didn't say, but their plan was to give away Penguins tickets to the Penguins Red Wings game. That's November 4th, Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., Fetz's, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Then on Black Friday, details to be announced. I think it's going to be at the Masonic Temple here in Johnstown. But All the Wrong Moves coming back with another show. More to come on that. I don't know the details. Then that Saturday after Black Friday is the Three Scots and a Knot show. This is going to be so much fun at State College.
I can't
Me and my
wait.
two favorite Scots are going to rip, 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 and it's going to be fun. I'm like, I'm excited about it. We possibly may have. There will be a knot. We don't know who it is. It might be Ridge. It might be somebody else. It depends on schedules. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited
But we
about that.
also
Well, oh, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say we do have some other things planned in there, but none of it's local to here. Like we have the
Right. Well,
565 thing and all that. Yeah.
oh, right. Well, you can talk about Pittsburgh. Don't discount them. They're
Well, I
still
don't
part of our
remember the dates, so
community.
I don't want to talk.
But
I don't want to talk. No, I just don't want to talk about the dates because I don't remember what it was.
so we're going out. I think we're going out Saturday to. They're doing a vigil for Matthew McDonald out near California, Pennsylvania. So we might
Out
ride out there
California
and
way.
talk to the folks, see what, get some footage of the visual. But so two things that I am calling out right now because I want to get them stamped, marked out into the ether. So we talked about the holidays coming up, my favorite time of year. I almost wore a Christmas shirt tonight. One thing that I thought of just today that I haven't even talked to you about yet is I want to do a live recording of the podcast up at the mall, the Galleria.
Oh,
That
that
way,
would
if
be
people
fun.
want to stop by and like say hi, they can.
Get some
They can come
Southern
in and sit
City.
in the booth and get. Yeah, yes. And then the other thing I'm putting out into the ether, because we need to start talking about it now if it's going to happen. And so this might be a casting call. I haven't really thought about it yet, but I would really, I want to put on a Christmas variety show this year. I don't know where we're doing it. I don't know who's going to be involved. It's going to be the feel of like 1975 old Bobby Goulet type, bad hair, bad suits.
Can I be like, this child is a blessing to the both of us? Give me, let me, I, Joseph, will swaddle this baby. And then I want to get up and do the, then I'm going to pat you on the head like we just got done a basketball game. Silent night.
Silent night. Oh, yes, we can do it. I really want to. So we know that I sing. There are lots of other people we know who sing. I would love to do a live remix of Christmas Time for the Jews from SNL. It's one of I love doo-wop. I love that type of music. I love that lady's voice. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, I want to do that. I want to do skits. I want to
Here's
do
my question is,
comedy.
you can sing, but have you ever played Pippin? No.
So funny enough, no, I didn't even, but the only time that I was ever in any production like that, I was also way back, deep in the back, extra. Nothing important ever came my way. So much so that because I was overweight in high school, right? So I didn't cast well. So I became the stage manager and said, fuck it, I'm producing these shows. So I produced 3 musicals while I
Right.
was in high school because I didn't want to be in the show because I was too insecure about being fat. Even though I could sing way better
Yeah,
back then than I
I don't think I was
What's
ever in
that?
anything. Other than that one man play that I did and won the goddamn fucking history thing. Let me tell that story because that's fun. So in Pennsylvania, there's this thing. It's called it's like part of National History Day, but Pennsylvania like has their own thing and they have contests. You can either write an essay, you can make a project, or you can do a performance. Well, and you had months to work on this and it counted for part of your grade. And so we got to the state competition and I was always a procrastinator, always lazy. And so I originally had partners in this play and they all backed out about 2 weeks before the competition. We're like, we're just writing papers. I was like, I'll be goddamned if I'm writing a fucking paper. Like, so I was like, I'm just going to do this. So I went up there and did this whole play about this grand kid. It was in a hospital. I had like little bed sheets and things showing up. This guy was like, his grandfather was telling him the story of World War II. And like, then he like was a ghost. I don't even know. Like he wasn't really there, like in the room. I did this all myself, 1-act play. I won the regional competition and they were like, so I had to go do it again. Well, not only that, then they were like, you did so well. Why don't you do it for the whole school? And the way they wanted to do it was they were going to have me do it at different times throughout the day for each class that came into the history class. So everybody that had history in 7th period met in the library. I did it for those 3 classes. Then like 8th period, I did it for the next 3 classes. I never had anything written down. So I just, not only did I make it up the first time, but then I had to remember what I made up. And I got pretty good by like the 3rd or the 4th time I had it down. Like I had it totally acted out. But you talk about putting yourself in a bad position, because I was like, when they asked me to repeat it, I was like, what am I even going to do? I don't even know what I said.
You're hilarious. But didn't you
That's
do that one
improv.
other time too? So for FFA, didn't you do like wing it for an FFA speech and win something too? Or was that different?
Well, I never won it for a FFA thing. I did. Now,
Wung it.
FFA, I was super fucking good. Not only, so at FFA, so the first thing I did, I won the state competition and that was just, so that's like you recite the FFA creed and then they ask you questions about it. I was such a good boy. As I was giving the answers, I was like, I'm winning this fucking thing. Because knew that I was so full of shit that day. I couldn't have been more full of shit. And it worked it was masterful and I knew there was no chance that I was losing this thing because I could see they were eating it up fucking lock, stock, and barrel. Then the next year I did a thing. Now this one you could go to a national competition and I was selling John Deere skid steers. It was team. It's called agricultural sales. And part of it was a written test. Part of it was like you had to give like a sales presentation and they like were asking you questions. And like, that's where I excel because I was just like selling this guy a freaking skid steer. Anyway, I won a scholarship because I think I was like 11th or something in the nation when it was all said and done. And I mean, basically, yeah, it was just being full of crap. That's why I was good at it, because you were like selling somebody a skid steer that was imaginary that like you knew nothing about. And like, I was like, picture yourself on your family farm. I remember like, picture this. Like, yeah.
Speaking of winning in school, oh my God, I got so teary-eyed this morning scrolling through Facebook. As you know, but some of our
Who
listeners
won?
may not know, in high school, I was in the drum line. So I played bass drum, but I could play drums. Like I could play other drums, but I just played the boom, boom, boom. But it was fun. I loved being in marching band. Loved it, loved it, loved it. It was the best experience of my life. Best people. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't like, so American Pie bastardized and turned. We said we were band geeks, but we weren't fucking geeks. Nobody in the drum line was a geek. Nobody in the trumpet line was a geek. Nobody in the saxophone line was a geek. Matter of fact, nobody was a geek. And when I went, but anyways, so I was scrolling through Facebook this morning and I was like, back then we were huge. Like our band probably had like over 100 and some members, right? So it's declined over the years. Funding for the arts. The drumline for Johnstown High School won state's first place. I cried so hard.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yay. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
huge
that's
actually
awesome.
because there's a lot of bands that actually still compete. Yeah.
I love that, the drum line. It would just go and not just so much going on. It's why you can't even control yourself. And you're like, what's happening right now?
So it's so funny because like my tisms, I have auditory sensory issues, right? So noises grate me, bother me. It's the opposite for a drum. When I hear drums live in a marching band setting, like you could tell me I won $1 million and I wouldn't even give a shit. Because that drum music just gets me somewhere where I can't even describe it.
I think your stuff is auditory, but your pleasing things are also auditory, and there's so much structure in drums. You know what I mean? Like no beats out of place.
Yes.
Everything's orderly. So I
Yes.
think that's why it's like a good reaction for you. Just like when you watch those stupid people
What are
click
you
those
saying that
stupid
I'm
fucking
receiving?
things.
Oh,
No, but
the
I'm
click
saying like it's the
tiles
same thing.
on
It's
TikTok?
rhythmically pleasing. Rhythmically pleasing, yeah.
Yes. 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 But like it's not only so it passes like the recognition barrier and actually filters down into my soul, and like the vibrations make my heart happy. Like I can feel it. Like I can that's
Right.
because I don't think
Well,
that
that's
I
why they
have the
do
capability
healing
to experience
circles.
true joy. Yeah. Yeah. Like for me, that's
With the
when
drums
somebody
and
asks
stuff.
me, like, you could tell me so many good things and I'll be like, oh, that's really awesome. I'm so excited. But like, I'm saying I'm excited, but I have no feelings attached to it. The only time that I get the feeling of joy, well, there's 2 times. One is seeing a baby, and 2 is hearing drum beats that are the right ones. Because not all drum beats, like, it has to be a
Right.
certain rhythm and stuff too. So
I bet you get on some of those odd timing things, it probably does the opposite for you.
Tool, speaking of odd timing, Tool music, as much as I like 2 of their songs, their drop, their tuning and their bass lines give me full on panic anxiety. Full on panic anxiety. I
It's
can't take it.
designed to do that. It's designed to do that.
I know.
Yep.
I know. There was one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it was. I'm drawing. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, we're closing out. Unless you have any other topics. So I think this weekend we are going to, if we can, this is another thing where I need to put it out into the ether, right? You wrote the new song for the podcast, and I want to release a music video for it. However, this song is a lot more specific than the generic one that I wrote. So we need to get some footage. So if you happen to be a Rudders worker and you see us out and about, just say, hey, Scott, hey, Alana, so that we can like get it
If
into
you
the
happen to
podcast.
be a
If not,
Rudders
I'm going to be walking
worker,
around producing.
we need you to allow us a little access to be walking around your store. Maybe give me a free hoagie. I don't know. Egg roll was acceptable, whatever.
Because we're going to be promoting you. Your Rudders name is in our theme song, and it will stay there until the next iteration of Gilded Trash.
If Rudders had a face, you're looking at it. Because we tout Rudders to people. We promote Rudders more than probably anything else that we promote.
I can listen to this damn podcast and have Chappie pull out every time we said Rudders, because we're always there. We're on the road a lot. We're on the road a lot in Pennsylvania. And our choices in Pennsylvania, on this side of Pennsylvania, Sheets and Rudders. Wawa's making its way this way.
They're making
Rofo
headway.
is making its way this way. They're making headway. Until Rofo gets in Pennsylvania deep, I'm going to continue to tout Rudders as my favorite.
They're barely crossed the border. They've barely crossed the border out there near York and stuff. They barely crossed it. We need them to be deep in Pennsylvania.
Deep.
I
But
want it
in
to
the
be so deep in
meantime,
Pennsylvania that
Rudders
Sheets
remains
starts
our
selling
favorite.
fried chicken.
What did they just start doing that I was like, so I noticed, and I don't remember which Sheets it is now, but there is a Sheets that has their coffee bar set up like Rudders. Because that's the one thing that we always talk about, is one of the things that I love way better is the Rudders coffee bar, because you have your little different tasty flavors that you can. We were at a Sheets and I don't remember where it was, but they had the Coldwell with the International Delight coffee creamers.
Well, Rutter's also just has way better coffee than Sheets.
It tastes better. It tastes way better.
Yeah.
Because they're all doing the beans now. Like everybody's doing the beans. So it's not like the process. It is literally just whatever brand Rutter's
Right.
uses has whatever brand Sheets uses has a higher acidic level and like a sourness behind it that I can't get behind. I don't like Sheets coffee. I can't. Ugh.
Here's the thing is like I've tried coffee. I mean, I've drank coffee from just about every place there's to drink coffee from. Honestly, personally, I think Sheets is one of the worst coffees out there. Like I'd rather have McDonald's, anything like I like better than Sheets. I just do not like their coffee.
Yes. Agree. All right. Well, on that note, I need coffee or something because I've been up since 4:30. So, if you see us out and about, recording, maybe you'll make the music video. We might see you this weekend.
Hey.
Maybe we'll be handing out candy. I don't know. But if nothing else, you guys know the deal. Stay trashy.
Stay trashy.
Mic in hand, laughs in the breeze, UFOs and smoking trees, gilded trash where the wild things roam, laughter and legends
All the Rutter's employees know our names.